Nothing. I'm sharing my live. Mm-hmm. Hi, Ann. Just waiting on everybody to get here. Thanks for being here. Just give us a few minutes. I came a few minutes early so I could like invite people. So feel free if you don't care to like share this or however you do it. Yeah, you was first. You're first here tonight. Thank you for coming. Happy Thanksgiving. Did you have a good day? I had a very successful Thanksgiving. What do I win? Shucks, thanks for being here. Great day. Good, good. Glad to hear that. We cooked. I don't know if you heard, like, I was doing our first Thanksgiving, me and my husband, we like hosted here, and it like amazing. Like, everything overall turned out good. Literally, the only thing that like went wrong is I made like halfway through the day pigs in a blanket for my kids to eat, like, before dinner got done, and they got a little bit done. Like, they still ate them, they like weren't even burnt all the way. That was literally the only hiccup we had. So, overall, amazing day. Hi, Tattoo. Thanks for being here. Shooks, thanks for stopping by. Jen's at it again. Thanks for being here. How's everybody's Thanksgiving? Sober Just Jen, thanks for being here. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. We're going to get started in just a minute. Just bear with me. I came a little bit early. We usually start at 7. Angel, hi. Blessings, blessings. Good. Hi, James. Shooks, I'm glad. I'm glad it was a good Thanksgiving. I had a really good day. Hi, Viking Sailor. Hi, James.
It's early. What's going
I
on?
am having a good day. I've had an
I've
amazing
been
day. So I got on about, I don't know, I've been on for about 6 minutes just adding people, 25 years
no,
tomorrow.
that's
25 years clean. That's amazing.
wow. Now those are some numbers
Yeah.
right
Woo.
there.
Big stuff.
Woo!
Mean
Congratulations.
hippie.
I've been
Hi.
watching
Thanks for
your
being here.
posts and stuff all day long.
Yes. I had
Um,
I had
you're
a great day. Everything. Hi, Wes. Everything turned out like we had really good. Hi, David. Hi, Luke. Yeah, it turned out so
hey,
well. Like,
all
even
sorts
like
of people. That's awesome.
we literally made homemade stuffing like out of bread, like, like we made it ourselves. Like, it was
Yeah,
so good.
yeah.
Hi, Jojo. Yeah, it turned out so good. Like, I was so nervous about that. Hold on, buddy.
So
Jared.
N was asking. He didn't see any posts. I was actually just seeing it on what do you post it on your Feral but Sober or do you do it on your personal one, Leanna?
I'm sorry, what'd you say? The baby was talking to me.
N was saying that congratulations Tabitha was saying that he didn't see any posts, but I was just seeing you across my Facebook feed and Instagram, like your personal stuff. Is that Feral but Sober or is that your Leanna Brox Cox?
I mean, I posted everywhere. So I have posted on TikTok
Everywhere.
all day long. I don't know
Okay.
if maybe are we not friend. I thought I followed everybody last night. I tried to go through and like send little thank you texts and make sure I followed everybody back and all the stuff, but I don't know if maybe I missed you on accident. I'm gonna check right now if we're following each other. because I've been posting all day. Like I had I made like this morning pineapple upside down cake and I stuttered on that.
Yeah.
And it transferred beautifully. Like I was super yeah, it says we're friends on Facebook or on Facebook on TikTok.
Hey, so what'd you do with the rest of that deviled egg stuff?
Nothing. I didn't end up doing anything with it. Yeah.
I was just gonna say that's what you just eat.
I don't like eggs. See, like I made a lot of stuff. Like I made like that. I don't like eggs at all. I don't like sweet potatoes. Several things I made. Just
the pudding looked pretty good.
Yeah, I do like pudding. Yeah, I put my all into that. And when I posted the picture, I forgot the whipped cream on the top. So like I had went back and hi Henri and like did dotted whipped cream all over the whole top and then sprinkled cookies. I like the cookies. That sucker was so heavy in there.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that you're having a good day today.
How you doing?
Yes, I really.
Hey Tyler. Good to see you, my guy. Are you stuffed? Are you doing all right?
No, we're having Thanksgiving tomorrow. No, but I've been stressing since yesterday afternoon.
Stressing? What's popping?
My mom got bit by my dog, so my dog's in the pound until the 8th, and my mom got stitches in her arm.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's okay. She's so... Like, my dog doesn't really like my mom or my dad. She growls when they're both around. And so, like, she tried to take her out yesterday when I wasn't home, but we thought about different of it. And then, like, she tried to come and, like, get used to her. Like, try to get the dog used to her when I was in the room. So, like, I turned my back. And once my mom turned her back, the dog lunged at her. So...
Ooh. No bueno.
Yeah, so because I couldn't, like, I rescued my dog from other addicts that were abusing her and stuff, and so I didn't know if she really had her rabies shots. She didn't have her tags, so they took her for 10 days and then get her shots when I pick her up. Today I pick her up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
that is stressful.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like something's missing, but I already know what it is. It's because she's not here, and I'm used to having her. So,
yeah, for sure. Like your little road dog, your little homie.
Or was it like
no? It's I don't know. It's just like with certain people, she's like real lovable too,
Trinity.
And then and then people that like other people, they're not. She's really aggressive with. So it's a hit and miss with her.
I just want to shout out. I'm sorry, Tyler, not to cut you off. We got a 17-year yesterday in the comments. Congratulations!
Ooh,
we got big numbers. Big numbers in here today.
Wow! Congratulations! I can't wait till I hit those numbers, man.
Yes.
If I'm already like, yeah, I got another year down now. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when I hit 17. It's going to be like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I'm coming up on 8 and I was like big things, and there's 1725. That's a super, super amazing.
You're double tripling it right there, like what's that going to look like?
Amazing.
So I've been popping in and out of people's lives most of the day. I started off, I think I told you earlier, was it Chrissy, the Recovering with Chrissy or something like that?
Kizzy, I think.
Kizzy, yeah. And it was great. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning and they're doing an NA meeting and well, not really a meeting. It was like reading the daily reflection and, boxes just like this. It was all filled up and I was the only dude and I was kind of getting wrecked on and that was okay. I didn't really know what I was going to be expecting, but it was so positive. And then I was like, all right, well, that felt really good. So when they've ended up, I jumped onto another one, did the same thing. Ember. She plugged us in. I didn't know she was so fresh in recovery. She's like 48 days, I think. I thought she was a lot more than that. So for her to just be doing her thing, I really appreciate it. And hey, Trinity. Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Tell them what you're doing.
So we had enough leftovers after dinner that we made up 11 to-go plates, and we are out giving them to people homeless out on the streets, still doing their thing, not having a place to go. And that's what we're doing. We got what, 3 left? We got 2 or 3 left, and it's awesome to be able to do that and know that, even whenever I was still out there, people did something like that for me. It gave me some kind of hope to know, hey man, there's still good people out there, and just to spread a good, kind ad goes such a far way, and it's amazing.
Hey, I know when I was out there, I lived like under the bridge downtown Cincinnati, and sometimes the meals that there was vans that would drive around and give out meals to the homeless, and you knew you would chase them suckers down because sometimes that was the only food you was getting, and so that it matters, especially today.
Yes.
Like a lot of the
No.
places that people might go. I don't know. I don't want to say that. A lot of people are volunteering nowadays, so like I think
Yeah.
that, but still, it's still amazing. Like I want to say like the recovery community is really growing. Like recovery is the vibe. Like people are like volunteering more and stuff. So like, but still super nice.
What a good
She brought up
feeling
Yeah,
that
this is
is.
like part of my service work, you know what I mean? Giving back to my community, and not asking for recognition, not asking to be noticed, not asking for anything in return, just to know that somebody has a good home cooked Thanksgiving meal. They probably ate for days, and that makes me feel good.
I love
Yeah.
it.
She brought up memories from when I was in Phoenix when I was
Hi,
homeless
Grandpa.
out there between
Charlie.
in and out of prison. But she brought up memories like I remember kids come out with their families like between midnight and 3 o'clock in the morning, either bringing anything from like home cooked meals to homemade hot chocolate, and then like some church that used to come out early in the mornings on Sundays and fix breakfast for everybody. So that's good that you're out doing that, because a lot of people don't, like a lot of people that look down on it and don't see that means something to somebody.
So that's really powerful, and I really appreciate it because I remember when my uncle was in a federal camp in New Jersey, and I was younger, and we went out there to go visit him, and he got like a night furlough or something like that, and I remember we drove this rickety ass van all the way out there. We were super poor, and I mean we're spitting smog in the back. It's one of those real loud backfire. People like ducking down. Maybe it wasn't that bad, but that's what it felt like being a kid then. And I remember we went to this Chinese buffet because everybody could eat and it was relatively cheap. And we all took like this big, massive, piled on plate afterwards to leave out because we were going back to the hotel room. And my cousin's a year younger than I don't know. We were tykes. And I was looking out the window. It was dark, and I would see the storm grates that would be pushing up that hot steam, from the ground. And I would see people cuddled up and with blankets over top of these storm grates. And I remember asking my people, I was like, why are they doing that? And it was Thanksgiving, and, the reply was obviously they're homeless. And I said, my cousin and I kind of looked at each other. Why do we have this food? And we were like, why, we got to give it to them. We got to stop. And it was like a sense of urgency in our hearts. And so we ended up stopping, and it was almost scary to be like a little kid passing out the food because we were swarmed, the amount of people in that area to need that food. And then in reflection of that, years and years later, I remember being homeless myself, and I remember walking into like a soup kitchen that a church was just able to provide some simple turkey sandwiches and some soup, like vegetable soup or whatever. And I remember taking the bowl from the person who had just served me soup, and it was like the most human experience I can think of. It was being able to be served by somebody in such a graceful and like giving way. It did something to me. It like restored my my faith in humanity, that I was in that position eating that food and that sandwich that time. Otherwise I was going to be, real bad off that night. And to get a warm smile from somebody who was volunteering their time and efforts just to make sure that my stomach was full. I'm so proud of you for bringing that up and
Yeah.
telling us what you're doing. Good job, man. That warms me. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's just, and like today, so the reason we didn't have Thanksgiving dinner today is we're waiting for my mom's wife, so she'll be here within the next hour or two. And my mom wanted to wait for her to get here so we can all have Thanksgiving together, Thanksgiving dinner together. So we're doing it tomorrow.
Okay. That's cool though. You're gonna have those leftovers longer than anybody else out there, you know?
Yeah, so I already had
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dinner
Hi,
Tuesday
Genevieve.
with my treatment center, and
That's cool.
yeah, so I took a picture of my. So I'm starting a sobriety scrapbook for the journey of my recovery. So
Oh, you are?
yeah,
Man, I should have done that. That's such a good idea.
yeah. So
Because-
6 months. So tomorrow is my 6 months sober. My 6-month mark's tomorrow.
Yes.
6 months.
Awesome. Congratulations. And from hearing your story before, dude, like you've come a long way.
Yeah, my mom even said it. My mom knows, like, we talked because I feel bad about all that happened yesterday. And it's like I told her, like, her wife's upset, and I told her how I felt. My mom goes, no, I just want everybody here. She goes, I'm glad, like, because this is the first Thanksgiving I get to spend with my mom since I was about 17. Yeah, I was 17 last time I spent Thanksgiving with my mom. So she's like surprised. She's happy that I'm home, that I'm doing good, and that this is the first Thanksgiving she got to spend with me in that long.
Nice.
And she's your rock too, isn't she? Like she's like your
Yeah,
homie
my
G.
mom's-
She's like, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, she means everything to me. So like the thing that happened yesterday, like I got stuck. It feels like I care about my mom, but I also care about my dog because my dog got me through a lot for the past couple
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
So like my mom told me, like, she goes, well, I should have known better with her growling. I said, yeah, but it's like we don't, like, you can't predict anything with an animal.
Yeah.
You know, like she stopped growling at her for a minute, and then like my mom, like I turned my back to get more treats, and then my mom turned her back, and that's where my mom made a mistake by turning her back on the dog. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah. So my mom got 3 stitches in her left arm.
Okay.
Yeah, but like my mom told me not to worry about it. So what I did today for my mom is I cleaned the whole house, the whole bottom half. Of the house.
Hey, there you go. That's what's up. Little
Yes, I
war
did
wound,
mine.
get the house clean. You know, I'll take a couple
Yes.
stitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but my mom knows me. I have real bad OCD when I start cleaning. So like, I don't like people around when I clean because they start stepping on stuff you just mopped or anything.
Oh my God, I just did that.
Yeah, I did it with my nephew today. He starts walking on the floor. It's like, are you for real? My mom goes, yeah, don't stay around him.
Get back outside. I don't care if it's like 30 degrees out there, dude. Like you just gotta wait your turn.
It's not that cold here. It's in the 40s, but starting next week, it's supposed to be in the 20s, and yeah, I'm dreading it.
When I was 5, I got bit by a dog in the head and ended up with 97 stitches. About was unalive. Wow, and woo! I'm glad you're here to tell that
Hi,
story.
Rachel.
Oh man, that's a lot. Wow, is that Rachy Rach? Hey.
Yeah, she goes, 40 isn't that cold? I said, yeah, but when you're from and you're born and lived in Phoenix most of your life, yeah, it's cold.
For sure. 60s is cold to you. Yeah, my like perfect temperature is like probably 72. You know, that's where I'm.
I can deal with that. That's like a spring morning to where we're in Phoenix, you know.
We
like
had
Phoenix,
a little dusting of snow today.
we didn't get nothing in the. It's rained and snowed here the other day, but it didn't reach like the city. It reached like the midway up the mountain.
Where are you from, Ann? You said you hate the cold. Give me 72.
Please do. It's cold here.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
You're supposed to get some Saturday. Yeah, it's getting to be that time of year, man. So I can't hear you, Leanna. Are you on mute?
He said Kentucky,
Indiana.
I just said what part.
Well, that's right. That's right. Yep.
Hi, Alex.
So one thing that's been going on all day long today, because of the day, is two things. I know that we have a mutual friend, Kenny, Leanna. See if he hasn't joined tonight, because I'm going to be dipping out a little bit early. Got a family movie to watch, but reach out to him if you would, because you're a little bit more connected to him than I am. Okay, he's just struggling a little bit. So that's one thing. If the holidays comes, and I have a friend that's watching right now that's going through some sadness, depression, and didn't want to be in the box tonight for their own reasons. So whenever hey Rachel, it's good to see you. Whenever I get down and out, and it has been the theme for the day, what do we do?
What do you mean?
Say it out loud.
What do you
say it out loud?
say it out loud for me? It's a gratitude list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like my gratitudes are probably for my family, my sobriety, second chances.
Second chances. Go for a walk, Genevieve. Yep. Family, second chances, and what was the other thing you said?
Sobriety.
Sobriety, because none of it will be possible without your sobriety, would it, bro?
Nope.
100%. Right. What about you, Rachel? Give us a few things that you're real thankful for. You still feeling okay, by the way?
Yeah. So the
Okay.
first thing I'm thankful for today is I didn't have to go to Cincinnati. I'm also thankful that Kroger's had turkeys that weren't frozen, because I found myself at Kroger at 8:00 this morning, like buying everything to make Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, what happened?
Well, my grandson decided to toss and turn all night
Oh,
and get up at 7. And then my mom, she's here with me, and she's not in the best health. We're trying to get that under control. So I didn't want to put her in a vehicle and drive 2 hours, sit down there, everybody eat, drive 2 hours back. So I did end up making dinner, which turned out really good. And the other thing that I'm grateful for today is my little brother, my youngest brother. He got hooked on meth real bad at an early age and ended up in Florida State Penitentiary. He is now instead of going back to doing dumb shit, like his girlfriend just cheated on him, and things continue to happen in his life, he just reaches out. He has to work tomorrow, and usually he doesn't come and visit on nights that he has to work the next day, but he came over and visited with me for a while today. That's why I'm late, because he just left.
Thanks.
thank you. I appreciate you being here. And way to throw together a dinner at the last second.
Hey, I said last night, that little brother tells me I can make nothing out of something, and I might have went to Kroger's twice today, but I got everything I needed.
That sounds like my mom when I was younger. Anything that because my mom raised me to a certain age, me and my brother and my sister, and she always last minute things because she worked a lot when I was younger.
I don't know. I think that I'm most thankful that I am clean, and that I'm able to in a moment say, okay, yeah, I'll do this.
A Mexican cook decided to attend an AA meeting today, and they were very nice to him. Yes, I would hope they're being really nice to you. They want you to come back. How are you going to want to come back if they're not nice to you? That's great. I'm glad you found a group of people that was inclusive, and just I've bounced into a few of them online because that online, this online platform, I'm still getting used to, but it was like,
Hi, Michelle.
come. It was great, and people were just sharing such awesome things. Trinity, what's up over there? What are you grateful for?
I am thankful to be able to be present, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, in the moment, every day, not just today for Thanksgiving, but just every day in my life.
Absolutely. Being present's important.
I thought this was funny earlier. It's been so long since I participated in the making of Thanksgiving, where I really, I don't know, paid attention to things. So I went shopping for ingredients and to make pineapple upside down cake. And I always, we always use yellow cake and you put the pineapple juice in there and make it pineapple-y. But do you know now they have pineapple flavored cake mix? I thought that, I was like, wow, how long have I been out of the game when I haven't, I didn't even know about this. I was shocked. So it made my life easy. But I was like, I don't know, I just thought that was neat. I was like,
It looked really good too.
it was.
Oh, you got to see it. I didn't see that part.
All the pictures are on. Were posted. I didn't post
I cheated. I just bought a pumpkin pie. So
You cheated. What are you talking about? You threw dinner together at the last second. I don't say that's cheating. I say that's being resourceful and being thankful that there was that turkey that was thawed out. You know what I'm saying?
And for some reason, the turkey that I bought, this is another thing I'm thankful for because I don't get paid till next week. And I go, and the guy that rang me up, he was so nice. I had on my work, I have a sweatshirt that says where I work at on it. And he was like, man, he said, he said, this turkey doesn't have a tag on it. What I want you to do is I want you to go back and get me one that has a tag on it. He said, I don't tell too many people this because I don't want to just stand here all day waiting for people. He said, but go get me a turkey that has a tag on it, bring it back to me. So I go get one, and it's $30. I bring it back. He's like, because you help our community, I had you go get this turkey. Because I knew the price was going to be a whole lot cheaper. It ended up dropping down to $12.
Oh my God. Wow.
Awesome.
Shout out to service workers.
Yes.
Oh, what a blessing. Oh, that's so awesome. That just warmed my heart. Pulling on the daggone heartstrings.
Happened today.
Hi, Holly.
Now I'm 38 and I've had numerous, and I do mean numerous, of homes.
Hey, Holly.
Life. And my aunt and I were really close, and of course, because of my addiction, we lost that, right? And after a couple of years, we've gotten really close again, and she's never, ever even wanted to know my address, let alone come and visit. She just never, that was never her thing. She showed up at my house, our new home, today, and spent Thanksgiving dinner with me and my kids and my grandmother. And I bawled. And when I cry, I'm an ugly crier. I'm standing outside of my house, looking at her vehicle, bawling my eyes out. Made her cry, made her makeup run. She looked like a whole ass raccoon, you know what I mean? But wow, how that was, right?
Aww.
No, I didn't shit. I'm on the lives.
Hi, Trish.
Hey, Trick J.
Oh,
Hi, Holly. Happy Thanksgiving.
So, grateful. We'll go to you, Leanna.
I am grateful just to be here. I am so grateful just for today. I don't know. I was nervous. I was super nervous. Like I said, hosting Thanksgiving, that's real adult business. And I wasn't sure if I was ready for all that. But we did it. I mean, it turned out so well. And we we did like the stuffing was homemade. We did like fresh herbs. Like I mean, like we did it. Like not no knocking anybody who. I love stovetop. I was gonna make the stovetop. My husband is like he's a health nut. Like I said, he works out a lot and stuff. So like he was like, oh, it's got all this and that in it. So he wanted stuffing. So like we did it home. Like we did it though. Like and it turned out so. So I'm just so grateful. And then I'm grateful for the support that I had today. My family came. My in-laws were here. My friends who are my neighbors, they're really good friends of ours. They came over and their kids, and just to have that, and guess what? And nobody was high. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like there was no dope runs in the middle of the day. Like,
Yes.
all the stuff. Like we wasn't freaking out because you couldn't get a hold of the dope boy on Thanksgiving, and we're all going to be like, none of that. Like it just, we woke up and we was even running late and stuff, and it still worked out because I don't know, and I'm grateful to be here and be present for all of that and not have to deal with the dumb shit no more.
Yeah, that's great. It did look pretty good. The things that I did get to see. Thanks for showing me that on your phone right there. That looked pretty yummy. So for me, I guess I'm down. It's down to me. There's a couple of things that really warm my heart today. So I've shared in the past that this has been, about 8 years since I've been with my whole family. And so one thing that's been really important to me is pictures. And so our Christmas tree's all up and every stuff. And I'd be like, hey, moms, I got to show you something real quick. So I take her into the bedroom or take her into the living room and I snap a couple pictures. And then I call my sister over and snap a couple pictures of my sister. And then I'd snap a couple pictures with my sister and my mom. Then my pops popped in, and then my auntie, and then my sister and her husband. So I was just a snapping picture full as we're all getting together and bringing little dishes together. And like that felt really good to be able to think forward. And I'm going to print these off, put them in frames, and be able to pass them out as Christmas presents, because there's been a gap of time where I've been, as you were saying, Trinity, present. And that meant a lot to me. And then I cried at the dinner table today. We were doing that gratitude thing, and everybody's around at the dinner table. And I asked my mumsy, I was like, hey, mumsy, what are you grateful for? She looked dead at me in front of everybody, was like, you. And I'm like, oh my God, that fucked me up, And then it got to me, and they asked me what my thing was, and I just started doing the hard cry, like I couldn't even get it out. I was like, second chances is the only thing that I could think of. I'm third chances or fourth chances, or whatever number I'm freaking out at this point, But just having the opportunity to be there, I remember I started flashing back to all the times that I'd OD'd, or was brought back and didn't even know I OD'd, or that I was running the streets, or where Tyler, I was like you, and bro, like I've lived a super fucking violent past, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I left all of that behind, and it's now part of my story. And it's who I am. The story is who I am, but who I am now just takes pieces of the experiences that I've been through to be able to relate to other people and give it back. And I'm so thankful to be able to have that struggle, and just like each one of you have those deep struggles, because it's made us such stronger people in the end, because strong people don't come from silver platter and spoon fed, flat out. Like you think of like the biggest champions out there, you think of the warriors, you think about those athletes, you think about whoever as top tier. They weren't just given majority of the time, they had to work hard for it. And people don't like those silver spoon stories. They like to hear someone coming from the bottom. They like to hear that they had to climb through the trenches. They had to climb over that mountain, all these things that they had to overcome and face, and how they went through that. Those are the stories that people like to hear. And that's why when an addict or someone who has gone through those challenges comes to the other end of things, why we're so powerful. Like we are going to be the long, like when I heard 25 years and 17 years, I can only imagine the influence, or just, you must be a force to be reckoned with, like flat out. Like I'm just so proud to be a part of this community, and I'm very, very, very thankful.
So like last
go ahead.
Thanksgiving, I got to spend with my homegirl, And I called her today, and she says that she was so happy because no one else called besides me and her mom. And I talked to her, and I found out that where she was living, like the dude lost his apartment, so now she's back on the street living in a tent. And she told me like today.
You want a Thanksgiving dinner? You want a Thanksgiving dinner?
She said that she was having ramen noodles for Thanksgiving.
Hi, Darren.
And then all of a sudden, a friend texted her and told her that he was in town, and she told me, "Well, I'm gonna call him." I said, "All right, get off the phone with me, call him to see if you can go have Thanksgiving dinner with him, so at least you have something to eat tonight." But
For sure.
she got so happy. She got so happy that I a lot of everybody that we used to hang out with, like they used to call her, and now because she don't got a place to have Thanksgiving dinner at, they didn't
Hi,
call her.
Caleb.
And I just seen her on Facebook today, so I called her, and she got so happy.
That's awesome. Hey, I almost interrupted you, Tyler, when I heard Trinity saying, "Hey, you want a Thanksgiving dinner?" I about started doing some commentary. Here we are live right now, Trinity on the side, passing out Thanksgiving dinners. Like I got hyped as fuck for real. Like I was like, "Hey!"
The guy actually, I don't mean to put his business out there, but me and my old man have known this guy for many years. His brother was his best friend, and he's lost his mom, dad, and brother in the matter of 3 months, and now he's out walking the streets and isn't doing so good himself. And I mean, it still warms my heart to see him still walking around, knowing that he's still kicking, you know. And but he declined the offer, and that's okay, you know. And we'll just keep moving on. But yeah, it's it don't matter who it is. Whether we know him or not, whether we like him or not, you know, put your stuff to the side and just be another kind soul in the world, you know.
For sure.
You know,
Hey, Caleb,
I
my
want-
guy.
I want to bounce off it real quick before we get too far away
Yeah.
from it. How you were saying, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but about
Good.
like people wanting to talk about or hear about like real. And it's funny because I said that like I have some neighbors that are friends, and they were talking about our lives earlier, and they were talking about you know, how the people that have been on here, they're like, you know, you can tell that they've been through the trenches, and they like the things they're saying come from a place of like real, you know, like it's real, and that's what people want, like that's what hooks them, you know what I mean? That's what people want to hear. They want to hear our real life, you know, stories. Like as much as we're, you know, encouraged not to talk about it, like that's what people need to hear. That's, you know, that's how they know that it's, you know, it can happen.
I wouldn't be able to talk if I couldn't tell my story because all my experiences come from my past.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
So Caleb, I'm about to jump off here. I'm going to be watching a family movie, but I wanted to shout out to you, my guy. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Who wants some motherfucking mac and cheese, my dude? That's an in prison thing because every time that we, you know, catered to like 20 or something people, we always had like this big can of fucking mac and cheese left over, and we would just be so full. You know, you get the euphoria of like just being that full, your belly's extended, you're like, oh my god. And so we just started yelling, who wants some mac and cheese? Anyway, it was kind of an inside thing, but love you, bro. The topic is gratitude today, Thanksgiving. We're just giving a couple things that we're thankful for, and I wanted to hear yours before I jumped off here. Kind of hard to hear you. I got family out of that. Anybody else here, Caleb?
No.
I mean, it's barely able to. Okay.
Can we ride around the back of that building and see if Austin?
And I appreciate you being here as much as you are. You're always welcome to hit a box up. You know, like you're positive in the comments. You're supportive. I appreciate you being kind of like a regular at this point. You know, you're great. You've had some great input.
I did text him and invite him last night, and I said, you know, you're free to jump on the screen. He said that he's more comfortable in the comments, and I said that is completely fine. You know, we'll love
Yeah.
you. Yes, anytime if you do feel, I know there was another a woman, I don't want to call her out, who says she is trying to work up the nerve, and please don't be shy, and you know, don't feel pressured either. Like, feel free if you just want to live in the comments forever. That is fine by me. I'm just happy you're here. But please feel welcome to jump on the screen. You don't even have to talk. You don't have to put your camera on if you don't want to. But we just appreciate you being here.
So Caleb said decided to go Black Friday shopping in the AM. You know, I started looking at some of those things too. And I don't know. Maybe there's some clothes or whatever, but maybe my area just doesn't have those down and dirty deals that I need so much. But anyway, hey, tell your family all the love, send shout outs, you know, especially grandma. I remember Caleb when he was graduating that he was like pulling his grandma behind him in a wheelchair. Like, he's like, come on, grandma, we're going to go do the thing.
Hi.
But anyway, all the loves to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. You're like my family here. I love it. I'm going to be available same time, same place tomorrow. I'll be rocking out the hour. And Leanna, all the loves to you and your family, all the blessings, all the prayers. I'm so glad it turned out well for you. Kels, well, bye, Ann. Kels, keep your head up, girl. You're so strong for everybody else. Just take a moment to get yourself right, you know, and that's okay. And look, we got another James replaced with James.
Yeah.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Love you.
Thanksgiving, Jay.
Happy Thanksgiving
Bye.
from me.
I will.
Okay, James, thank you for being here. Welcome to the screen. Does anyone else have anything to say about gratitude? I actually had something that I was going to read. So you guys know that I have a friend of mine, Josh, who wrote a book of recovery literature, and in it is a passage called Fertility that I want to read and share kind of what I got about it, like kind of what it meant to me when I read it today. I was just like flipping through to, and like God puts, you know, in front of us what we're supposed to see like at the right time, because I just literally was like flipping through earlier for no reason. Just kind of because James had said he had to dip out earlier, and I wanted to have something prepared in this, and I just kind of stumbled upon it the second thing I read. So it says, fertility. Rock bottom wasn't the end of my story. It was the soil God used to grow my roots. He set me down and quieted the chaos. If you have ever made your bed in the grips of hell, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know how it feels to be spiritually dead. That's when God set me down, and then words started appearing on paper. God was leaking truth through my pen, one broken sentence at a time. I wasn't trying to be deep. I wasn't trying to write no book. I was just trying not to get high, trying to make it all make sense, trying to outrun the demons that used to sing me lullabies in the needle's whisper. I was trying to put all my pain on paper, so maybe I wouldn't feel it anymore. So if you see me scribbling in a notebook, no, I'm not just journaling, I'm surviving, I'm surrendering. I'm letting the Most High speak through an old dope fiend that he refused to give up on. I made peace with the pain, so you can too. Yo, there is a way out, let me show you. And then he connected a passage, Jeremiah 1:9. Then the Lord reached out his hand and touched my mouth and said to me, I have put my words in your mouth. And it says, this verse captures the raw and real sacred moment where God used someone flawed, hesitant, or broken to speak his truth, just like my pen pouring out his message, one crack line at a time. So I know Josh is an author. I obviously am not. But what that, why that spoke to me is because I think God does use us. Like, this live is what it is for me, and that's where I was going with that, is that, like, every one of you guys are, like, such a vital part. Like, I was, like, struggling in a depression before I started my podcast, and these lives have just helped me even more. Like, I'm so grateful to be, so, like, I think that it's important that in our recovery we all find our thing, like, that is important to us, like, that we can put our all into, whether it be, you know, counseling or being a grandma or you know, like I said, I do these lives, I just love it. I think that it's important that we find the work that God has meant for us, because there's definitely something. If we're still here after all the shit that we've done and been through, there's definitely a purpose. And I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, I told my mom yesterday, like, God does work mysterious ways because, like, after I got out of jail and, like, I didn't have no cravings, but I told my mom, even after that, like a month or two after that, I said a prayer that I found, and like I prayed it, and then all of a sudden, like everything but the cravings and like fiending for the drug, it all went away.
Yep.
And
God.
my mom got surprised I went that far into a religion thing to get that done.
Yeah, but like, and everybody doesn't believe in God, and that's fine. But our higher power, like, is the point, I guess, is what I was trying to make, is that like we are all here for a reason, like whatever it may be. Like God is using us to help people, like, and every one of us getting on these lives every night, guys. Like we're helping people. People be in my inbox and and sending messages and emails and stuff talking about, just thank you for holding the space. And like, we really do help people. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Like, we really are helping people, and like, and thank every one of you guys for being a part of that, because I couldn't do it on my own. I couldn't do it with all of you guys, without all of you guys being here. And some of you guys are here every single night, and I really do appreciate that. It means a lot to me. James, I definitely
I
couldn't do it
tried.
without him.
I tried. It's like I don't know exact time, but I know like you're 2 hours ahead. So
Yeah, yeah, and that does. I know we got people from all over the country too. There's people in here from California and Texas and all over the place. But I do appreciate everybody being here. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Does anybody have anything else they want to share about their day?
I'm gonna say I like that you read that. And what helped me, because a lot of people don't know this, not even my children know this. I say all the time, everything's not for everyone, right? So like I can talk to my mom about certain things, but I can't talk to her about other things. And then you mentioned being a grandparent. My grandson is the only reason that I'm sitting on my bed today. I lived alone. My children grew up. They moved out. I just went through a really, really, really bad breakup, and my grandson was born. That child is the only reason that I'm sitting on this bed today. That child is the only reason. The only thing that I can actually say is like helped me 100% change my thought of wanting to use when I wanted to use, because I'm one of those. I have over 9 years clean. If I go back out, I'm not coming back. Like that's in my mind.
Yeah.
Why did I do that for so long? I'm just not gonna do it again. And it doesn't matter like what happens with him. He makes the worst days the best days. The best days. This morning, he has this texture thing. I was cooking. He has this, like, he doesn't like the way certain things feel. And it's like he can taste them. If it's food, he can actually taste them in his mouth. I gave him a mini marshmallow. He, like, exorcist puked all the way across my house. I'm standing there trying to cook, and even like, damn, now I have to clean this up and try to keep an eye on this food and like make sure he's not running around getting it everywhere. Like, he was just like laughing the whole time.
And it makes you laugh.
Yeah, absolutely. He can take the worst days and turn them into the best days just by like smiling.
Yeah, that's like, just, I made a video not too long ago. Some of you guys might have seen it, where my 20-month-old toddler, she dumped an entire thing of bubbles out in my living room carpet. And like, and old me would have been so mad, but like, she just like looked at me, and she's like so cute with this bottle of bubbles as big as she is. And like, I laughed. Like, it was like, they have it's so crazy how they can do that to us. Like, just with their little smile, they'll do something that like, you're just like, oh, and they're just like, with their little face, and you're just like, Okay, it's fine. Like, I love them, man. Sure. I could not imagine a
What are you
grandchild.
doing?
Like, and I just only have my 3 kids. You know what I mean? So I couldn't imagine a grandchild. They say that that's a special kind of love. Hi, Super.
He's hectic too. So, but yeah, like you listening to you read that he is what, and it wasn't. I was just like, let me go back to Claremont County and hang out with these people because I know I've been gone forever. I know they'll give me this and we can do this together. And then my son called me and he said, Mom, like she's getting ready to have him. This girl walked on stage at graduation, like in labor. And that stopped me. Like, you have someone here that never has to know you used in your life, never has to know about the things that you've done. So keep going. And that was him.
And he never does.
He's a
You know what I
terror,
mean?
but
Like, whether you choose to tell him or if he knows or whatever, like as he gets older, but like he never has to see you like that. He never has to know that person. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be like
exactly.
if someone ever tells him something like that, he's gonna be like, bullshit. You know what I mean? He's gonna be like, that's not my Nana or whatever he called you. You know what I mean? He's gonna not believe it because that's not the person that he knows. Because that's not the person you are anymore. Like, and just like all of us, like we have changed drastically, and even if like I have 2 children that have never that will never know that side of me, and then I have my oldest daughter who saw it a little bit, but like even her, like she like they get to know you as a different person. Like, it's just so it's amazing that they never even have to know. Like,
Well, I took him home after a while. But yeah, that child pretty much saved me from going through the rest of my life, however long it would
Betty's
have
mom.
been. Like, with the way that things are on the streets these days, especially around here, like I could have used one time and that would have been the end.
Oh yeah, because you never know what you're getting anymore. Hi, Betty's mom. It's got to be someone that knows me personally because they said, "Hey, Lee," but I do not know.
I know her.
Oh,
You know her.
Who is it?
Yes.
I can't see the picture. I have terrible eyes. It just says Betty's mom. I see. Hi.
She used to have short hair.
Yes, I see the picture. What are you doing, girl? I have not seen you in so long. Glad to have you here. I know. I didn't want to say your name out loud. Hi, Chris.
I didn't either. That's why I just waited.
It was unsafe before. Now it's just the roll of the dice. I didn't see that comment in until just now, honey. I'm not sure what you was talking about. I'm so sorry. She just got off parole. Good. Are you still sober? Good. Me too.
Yes.
I've been sober for a while. I'm so glad you're here. We host this live every night right around 7 o'clock. Feel free to jump in anytime. We only have a few minutes left tonight, but we're here every single night. I'm gonna real quick while I'm on that note, while there's 15 people in here. So this we do this live every night at about 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and then I also have a podcast that I do on Friday nights. It streams live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Podbean. I think that's all. And then afterwards, you can find all the episodes on YouTube, and then at feralbutsober.podbean.com is all the episodes. I post all these lives on my YouTube after this as well. And I do a podcast episode, an actual podcast every Friday at 5, or every Friday at 6, and then every Saturday at 1:30 at Eastern Standard Time. If anybody ever would be interested in being on my podcast and sharing your journey or pieces of your journey, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to have you. I'm always looking for guests. James, he left earlier, but some of you guys know him, some of you don't. He is my co-host slash little partner in these lives. He is James B070125, and then my name is obviously Feral but Sober on TikTok. And then if you want to look me up on Facebook, it's Leanna Brock Cox. We are both always here for you guys. If you ever have it, if you ever just are feeling down and just literally, we always laugh and say jokingly, if you just need somebody to breathe on the other end of the phone, we are always here. Rachel, she's here just about every night. She is a certified counselor. She'd be happy to talk to anybody if you guys ever needed to. And shoo, that's a lot, but that was my whole spiel. I just wanted to drop that while we had a lot of people in here. Trinity, did you get your last dinner given away?
My old man is actually delivering one, and I have one left, and we're actually going to drop it off at the blessing box, where a lot of people actually go and deliver food, and people that walk by stop and get the food. So we're just going to drop off the last one to it, and then head home for the evening.
Awesome.
It's actually snowing. It's snowing here a little bit.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I want to kind of piggyback off what you was talking about. Like, I'm so grateful for you for the fact that your kids don't know the person, right, from your addiction. Mine are old enough to where my daughter knew all of it, and it was just awful. And she's still on like the fence of sharing certain things with me because she's scared of how I would react, because she was so used to a normal freaking out, angry, rip your head off type mom over any kind of situation. And now it's this soft-hearted, level-headed mom that she has, and she's still trying to get used to a whole different person because she lived my addiction for her whole entire childhood. So it's nice to know that our kids, got to, not for mine, you know what I mean, but they understand that, I'm not that person, and they can see the change in me. And, especially my son, he's my biggest cheerleader out here, and will talk to me about anything and everything. My daughter, on the other hand, she just
Hi, Patrick.
She's still getting used to it.
She'll get there. I know, like, we've talked about this before. I am so bad for, like, there's still people in my life that are not, like, forgiven me yet, and maybe they never will, and that's their right. And, like, we have to, and I know your daughter, she will get there, like, because she's your daughter. It's different with our kids, but, like, we just have to be patient. I'm, like, not patient. I'm like, you should forgive me because I'm clean and, like, I'm doing right, so I'm entitled. And we're not entitled. I'm just a spoiled asshole, but, like, but we have to know, like, but she will get there. She loves you. She's been in here, she loves her mommy. But thank you for saying that, because like it does, like, I am so grateful that my kids don't have to know that person. Like you're talking about, like the hateful, snappy, like my oldest, she dealt with it a little bit, but luckily, like, she was too small. She doesn't remember. Like I've questioned her a little bit, and she doesn't, or she blocks it out, which I hope not, because that's not good. But like, I am grateful for that, because I was a different person. Like I was not, I wholeheartedly believe like our God is good and he's on time, because I had no business having a kid. Like when I had my oldest daughter is like when I start pulling out of addiction and start, down recovery and stuff, because I know like there's no way I could have did a kid. Like I would have untelling, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to think about what might have happened, because I was just so selfish and I don't know, such a selfish, ugly person, and all I cared about was myself. So God knows what he's doing. Hi, still here.
I'm going to tell you, my oldest child, he still throws like my addiction in my face. And he'll say some pretty mean things. However, it's how I deal with it today. Like letting him know that what he's saying to me doesn't affect me anymore. He does it less and less.
Hi, Tori. Yeah. You know, and sometimes that, like, I know I have some people that I know, like, without saying names, but they have a mother who's in addiction or in recovery and has been for a while and been doing very good for a while. But they did have a pretty tough childhood because of the mother's addiction. And they are all the time, like, they're constantly throwing in her face and, like, just, I don't know, you know, being kind of shits about it. And I mean, and it's tough because like they have been hurt, you know what I mean? Like they have been hurt. So like on one hand, like they have that right, but or not that right, but you know what I mean? They like you know where they're coming from, but on the other hand, like I think that's kind of where she got to, like when she stopped like breaking down and crying about it every time and stuff. Is it like it eased up.
That's when I started to forgive myself. It was when I was like, okay, so I've been clean for this
Hi,
long.
Shucks.
I'm not this person anymore. Let me start forgiving
Hi,
me,
Bryn.
because when I was breaking down and getting upset and letting it affect me, it's because I hadn't forgiven myself for anything that I'd put him through.
Yep. And they're children, you know, and they don't know how to deal with their emotions. And, you know, I'm 35 and I don't know how to deal with my emotions still, you know. So that's, you know, that's important too. But yeah, and what's the saying? Like, you can't control like what happens to you. You can only control like how you react to it. That's like, that's big there. Because I said that to my nephew the other day. He had a pretty bad day, just like one thing after another. And I said, man, look, you know, that's life. You're going to have rough days. But, you know, what matters is how you react to it. Like, you know, if you let it get all upset and have a terrible day, you know, I'm going to whatever, you know, because I'm having a bad day, then your life's going to be miserable because you're going to have bad days. Everybody does. If you just take it on the chin and, you know, okay, whatever, and do what you can to make the best of it, then, you know, you'll have a lot better life. A lot easier, you know?
I love that you have him, by the way. I was going to tell you that the other night. I love that.
Yeah. I'm happy. You know? But we've been on. It's 9 o'clock. Or it's 9 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, and I've had a long day, so I'm ready to hop off here. If anybody has, I'm so thankful for everybody being here. I'm gonna say again, tomorrow my podcast. I'll be on my podcast at 6, and then we'll be on our live at 7. Feel free to jump on the live at 7. Everybody's always welcome. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks everybody for the gifts. Lots of heart hands and heart means today. I appreciate. Hi, Lizzie. Bye, In. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the follows, guys. Rachel, thank you for being here. Trinity, are you there?
Yeah. Have a good night.
Bye. Bye, Victor. Bye, guys.